It's begun.
Welcome back,
No.
everybody. I do believe last time we were here, Yahal had just swam, past tense, back from the fortress of the Sylviers. After so many rounds of combat, Aaron appeared and tried to broker and negotiate a truce and a deal. To which it was rejected, but a follow-on deal was brokered between Slate and him. Slate saying that he perhaps has a family connection that would be more beneficial to the Sylviers rather than using the Burton family connection, to which your artificer, Alex, was totally against. Given the name, written down, handed off to Slate, and then allowed free passage out of the bowels of the fortress, y'all jumped back into the waters and swam back.
Last I remember, we got all 80 to the merfolk.
You did indeed rescue all 80 non-magical crew members from your trade ship that were in the prison. You are currently resting them up in this underwater village of merfolk, who have long since handed down the histories of the whole world.
Yay.
Through their connection of actually brokering with said curator, recorded some histories, and ever since then have been appointing a prime speaker to carry that on and lead the tribe. The tribe has shared with you that they have since been splintered, and there are plenty of other sub-tribes of merfolk around the Olain and the larger world itself. The Sahagin, once merfolk. This tribe is definitely allied with you. They definitely share the concern of this supposed death cult and this Elena, who they also known as a black robe figure from their histories that traveled with the creator in the early primordial days of this world. They've shared plenty of information with what they know of the magics of the world and the early history of this world with its few progenitors. They do understand that they are from somewhere else, but it's been generations past, so they really see this world as their world, as when the creator of this world left, it was like, and I'm paraphrasing, it's yours, I'm never coming back, I'm sorry, deuces.
Yeah, they were entrusted with the care of the world, I guess.
Definitely were entrusted. And obviously, with all the shock and awe that you've learned from Winston on the home continent, it was pretty much races brought to this world to fight in a war, and then largely abandoned, and the civilization that was left to sprawl and come about is, your known history. So here we are, underwater village. It has been roughly almost 3 days. We'll say, they rest around the clock, 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. Your crew is now fully rested. Unfortunately, they tried to harvest more kelp. They don't have enough kelp to get you all swam to stay underwater and swim back to shore or to where your boat is docked. And they don't really have a method of getting you there quicker because they don't have underwater vehicles. They do have some kelp, but not a whole lot for all 80 crew members and you five. 6.
Well, I can ritual cat some water breathing, but you're still gonna have to swim.
No.
Okay,
Tow me,
well
dolphin
then,
lady.
no. I can only do that for one person, though.
Yeah, that's me. I am the captain now.
You are the captain. Okay, so how are we gonna get everyone else up there, though? Like, they're going to take exhaustion again, trying to get to the
Sounds
boat.
like a them problem.
That's your crew you're talking about.
But it's not me.
Oh my god!
Classic.
Anyone have any ideas, or are we just swimming?
How far? How far are we from the enemy stronghold?
From the enemy stronghold, you are 4 hours from the stronghold.
Yeah.
So
you are 2 hours from the beach you left when you met one of the shamans, and that your boat is nearby anchored.
Right. So if we brought the boat above where we are now, there's a potential we could just send people straight up.
Absolutely.
Captain, that's your call.
Just to bring the boat over the top where we are?
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 boats.
All right. Well, if you think you
Several
can get
boats.
the message to them to come over.
I mean, if they've got a little bit of kelp and you can water breathe, we could, 2 of us go up, send the message, bring the boat back.
Boats.
The boats.
Both boats.
And then
Multi
immediately
boats.
launch our attack.
No. Well.
So it's a fortress. Plenty of garrison, 2 ships, both ships have a complement of crew.
Yeah. You keep saying that. You keep telling us we're gonna die.
I feel like
I'm just making sure. I'm just reiterating to make sure that this is fresh in your mind before you actually commit. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Also, we have pertinent information that the Solviers can, 1, they can be bought, and 2, they are already on the outs with Elena, so we might be able to like work with that wedge there rather than like I don't like them either. 1, they have Uncle Ben, and 2, they steal kids, so I get it, but also we can use them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when we murderized Adeline, we got a letter off of him that mentioned that the Solviers were trying what seems like it might be a different direction, like a coup at some point. And Aaron already told us flat out that he can't make money if everyone is dead. So we can work with this. I don't know how yet. I'm not the thinker of the group. I'm just the healer.
Okay. Thinking?
Thinking. A healing thought.
But if we get further information about Elena from Giacomo, we might be able to end her, or at least stop her.
That is also an option.
All right, Captain, Commodore,
Well,
ideas?
if we get them all drunk and kill them.
Oh boy.
What if?
Giacomo,
I mean, it sounds like a
sorry.
solid plan. Like,
Like rather than attacking the fortress again and getting our butts handed to us. Also, Slate, you need to get in contact with your sneaky family. Family being in quotes, I guess, but like still. Because again, because you told Aaron that you could get in contact and make a deal that way, so that if he accepts that deal, then we can get Uncle Ben without all this rigmarole, right?
it's possible. I
It's
mean, I
possible.
could also just as easily be like, yeah, I lied.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got out alive because of that. But also, if it does work, because Alex is not going to agree to that, which is good because his word in gateway would mean probably gateway falls. So
When we have time for that, sure.
well, let's get back to the ship first then.
Take me back.
Alright, well, who's going on the swimming mission?
Who can swim well?
Well, we don't have Birch, so
I can only swim good.
I can only swim.
I mean, obviously I can go because I can wild shape, but who else?
You said you can tow one. I'm in.
Tow him by his toe
Wait,
beam.
what do we need to tow ships for?
No.
No, tow
song.
me, so I don't have to swim.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can
see?
swim though.
I can swim, yes. I have that capability. But she can tow me. It tow maters to me. Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, let me do the ritual casting of water breathing so that everybody
If I
can
faint, you don't have to
get in.
worry about it.
And no,
Just
no.
die.
And then
Yeah.
we can set off, and I can wild shape and head up, and you can hold on to my dorsal fin. All right.
Yeah.
Don't make this weird.
Yeah. I'm water skiing,
Not gonna not be
baby.
weird.
This is not Silent
Si-
Hill 2.
Nearly 6-foot tall cat
D&D.
riding a dolphin into the sunset.
First of all, I'm not riding a dolphin. I'm being towed. She's like a speedboat, and I got the reins, you know?
Water skiing.
He's like a speedboat, and you're like an idiot.
It's exactly what's happened.
That's our Commodore you're talking
You know, if you
It doesn't make me less wrong.
to.
Or right.
if you just turn into a big whale, I can ride in your mouth.
Oh,
I'm not doing that. Let's go to the ship.
Although
Ooh.
if we do need to fucking, what do you call it? You know the one.
Hey,
Explain.
I'm
can
so
you finish
lost.
that conversation?
if you can turn into a whale, could you
Oh,
ferry
you can tow a
crew
ship.
members up?
Why do we need to tow a ship?
I don't know.
We
I
have
got the
two
thought in
very
there,
working ships.
I got the thought in there, and it's not coming out.
You have the brain today. The
No.
wrinkle.
No.
Mm-mm.
You've said it already.
Slate's
I
I
don't
looking for
think that I
motorized
can.
boats.
I don't think I can turn into something that big quite yet.
Oh my
That's
god.
like it depends on the rating, right? And I don't think I can
Think
do.
big,
I don't
fuck.
think I can be a whale yet.
We are like level 12.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Oh.
When
we're
can I
whale.
turn into a CR rating of like 3 or higher? I don't know. I don't.
Well-
I don't think I can be one of those yet.
Is it 1/4 of your level?
Is it?
You're the fucking druid.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
haven't tried anything that big.
Well, try it. Just try real hard, and
I will say a killer whale is CR3.
Yes,
That's a CR3.
that's
a quarter.
that's
of
an
your-
orca. That's not
Yeah.
nearly big enough for 80 people.
Oh, it's big enough for 5.
Shannon, you
Blue
don't need
whales
that
are
many
like-
people inside your mouth.
Blue whales are like
Ooh.
10 CR.
Yeah, exactly. That's massive.
are they?
Yeah, a homebrew page for a blue whale 5e creature CR10.
That's a homebrew. That means
That's
nothing.
a big.
I mean, they're an official.
Homebrew
I
is
mean,
not
shit.
official.
Sperm whale. I'll even give you 8.
Oh, levels don't go up that high.
I can turn into a T-Rex at CR8. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't think that helps us in an
But
aquatic
I don't
scenario,
see
Shannon.
any
Official.
whale other than killer whale, which it's
I'll
not
give you
big enough.
humpback whale at CR6.
But can't you even go to CR4?
Yeah. If it is in fact a quarter of your level 16 is a CR4. 5 at most would be your CR that you can poly into.
Okay, well, it's not in CR4 as far as I can see. So. Sorry, friendos. But yeah,
Okay.
me and Mask can get to the boat and show them where we need them to anchor so that we can get the rest of the people.
Don't drop the anchor. You might hit somebody's house.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking let it go.
No.
There you go.
Scream.
There you go.
Uh,
It takes us so long to remember what the hell we're even trying to do.
Go get the boats.
Yeah, let's go get the boats.
Get boat, claim
Posture
people,
check, thank you. I need
regroup, recalibrate, drink, and then make up plans.
Captain and Prim.
that. Yes.
That's UVC. You're the captain. I'm the major. Hello.
You're the captain, not
Ooh.
Commodore.
Commodore
Oh,
Mask
Commodore.
and Primrose.
Use your legal.
Yes.
You make it back to the boats.
Thank God.
Once aboard, the crew welcomes you up. Somebody gets tackled by a fucking displacer beast. Somebody else gets tackled by a giant otter.
Kiddo.
I'm gonna scruff him.
My baby.
Helping y'all up, handing you some loose fabric textiles in the form of Turkish-style equivalent towels.
Ooh.
The crew looks a little aghast, and the first question is asked,
Where's
what happened to everybody else?
They're dead, Jim.
Okay, no.
Oh
no,
God.
They're. Please tell me you're not actually saying that.
He falls to his knees. They're all dead.
I am gonna actually say it, but like in like this way over dramatic tone. Oh, they're all dead.
Oh my God.
It was horrible. Ooh.
No, we made it to a merfolk place that gave us shelter. We managed to get out 80 of the missing crew, but they're the non-magical ones. They still have Uncle Ben in the fortress, but we almost died trying to save them, so we're lucky to get out. But if we could just move the boats over, like, and I try to point towards where we just came from. If you could just move the boats over there so that our crew can swim up, because they're real tired.
I got my little pawsies on my hips, and I'm just like looking at her, I'm like, ruins all the fun. Look at her. Yeah. I like throw one of my hands up and like display. I look at the nearest guy next to me. Ruined it.
The guy nearest you who you look at and you're like, the guy just kind of like, sir, I think you might have the bends.
I shake him. I'm a veteran. Ah.
Yes, he might have the bends. Maybe I swam a little too fast for him.
Ascended a little. It's got some nitrogen in his blood or something.
Thank you for your service.
Nose is bleeding. Just goes into a stupor. They're all dead. They're all at the bottom of the ocean.
Hell yeah, brother.
I mean, they are at the, but not dead.
They're locked in these chambers underwater.
They needed those chambers to breathe.
Pedantics. All pedantic.
Hi, sir. We will signal the traveler's shadow and we'll get underway. Is there anything you would need to require of us yet, sir?
No. We should probably just get moving.
Well,
as everybody
keep an
turns
eye
to,
out.
Winston does stick out from the crowd and, kind of like waves to y'all. And he's like, so you guys actually talked to the merfolk?
Yeah.
Oh, I have so much to ask you.
They were very nice.
You see his eyes kind of like, eyebrows go up and like, oh. And he's like, yeah, I was wondering about that.
I have questions, I have concerns, and I have a multitude of comments.
He scratches the back of the head and he goes, honestly, they're probably blowing a lot of it out of proportion, whatever they told you.
No, I really don't think they are, actually, and I don't downplay it.
This is thousands of years ago. It's been embellished for sure.
Well, you can tell me everything that's been embellished and everything that you would like to downplay, you can. But from what I heard, you're quite the hero.
He kind of like makes this face where like it scrunches up, not like he ate like something sour, but like he's trying to like stare off into the sun, kind of squinch up, and he's like, I just fail to understand where any bit of what I did constitutes hero worthy.
Well, hopefully sometime soon, maybe even sooner than you think, you can see the murals they have of you and your friend.
I'm sorry. He goes completely shocked and surprised. He's like, I'm sorry. Did you say murals? Multiple?
Well, this is the second time I've come across a mural, and they quite the likeness. It was just dead on. They remember you very well and fondly.
Oh, joy. I wouldn't think I'd be remembered fondly by merfolk. Interesting.
I mean, interesting. Mm. All right, well, we have to save our friends. But I will. We're going to talk.
Eventually, the ships sail to the point that you all kind of remember from where you swam out. Sure enough, from the village underwater, the merfolk come to the chamber and look to you, Captain Slate, and say, "Your vessels are overhead. I think it is ready for you to disembark."
All right. Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you for all the commerce, and it was a pleasure. Safe travels.
Bah.
Chamber swap out water, and you and all the crew swim up to your boats. Now, for the captain and the commodore, you have 80 people to distribute. If you work tracking, you have 98 folks on the Masked Maiden, and you have 92 folks on the Traveler's Shadow.
What's the maximum we can have?
170 on both vessels somehow.
Oh, we'll just split them in half. Well, I'll take 44, I suppose. And even it out a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we split them up just half and half, and I'd say 4 extra. That's fine. We should have enough room for everything until we get wherever we're gonna drop the extra people off at. Where do they actually were they on the ones working on the other island? With Ben, or are they just
We're on the
regular
other.
crew?
They're a regular crew from the flag again.
Right. Do they? Oh, do they? Where do they want to go?
They're your crew. They volunteered for service under your ship, and they were on the ship that sunk that was just running trade. So, like, they're literally crew for you guys to do whatever you want with. They've pledged their service to the Masked Maiden.
Friends.
Yeah.
The hell do we do with these people?
Appreciate them because they went through a whole
What
lot of
else?
shit for us.
Sure, but like
Until we can get another
realistically.
trade ship, yeah, it's best if they just work with us on ours. I
Hell
don't know how
yeah.
we're going to get another trade ship.
I don't know how we got the first trade ships.
Hell yeah. War were declared.
Yeah.
He was
Could
assaulted.
drop them off at the saffron farm and have them like wait there.
Are we overstaffed on our ships?
Oh, by a lot.
No, he
Well,
said
no.
170 per ship.
No, there's the minimum, there's the ideal, and then there's like full or whatever.
Mhm.
And from whatever I can remember, we're sitting around ideal, right?
You were both
Yep.
actually just below ideal, but now you are at ideal.
Big.
Oh,
Fixed.
okay. Oh, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah. Bolster the crew.
I figure we'd be like over and like it would fuck up our I don't know, stats for lack of a better term.
We just need more barrels of ham now.
No, those are only for the side.
Your days of food and water did not take too bad of a hit.
Right? Didn't we teach all these guys and equip them to fish when we're sitting around?
The fishing does help with slowing the consumption of pounds of food. Yes.
They probably hate fish by now, but like, yeah.
All right, we need to make port. And
Kato
a big
loves it.
one. These guys need to be paid, and they need some shore leave. They need to get it out of their system.
What are we
recoup.
paying with them?
Ah,
What
What
are
are
we
we paying
paying
them
them with?
I don't know. Hit up any of the 3 farms that we have. There's safety deposit boxes at each of them.
There are?
Yes.
I thought we were supposed to have one safety deposit box in what's it called?
Gateway.
Yeah, where
So then go to Gateway.
That's so far away. God damn it, I can't see the map. I only remember where the one farm is. Fuck.
documents.
This adventure is turning into a fucking business, god damn it.
I'm adventuring. Ooh.
Oh, I don't want
Right
this
to
in
the
paint.
bag. Ugh.
Why mailman?
I'm
Adventure
adventuring
Excel.
right to my bill.
Here we go. Whoop, whoop. So
Well-
where were our? One
We
of
got a
them
hot-
was in Liffey.
We got
Fraser.
a hot cane
Island.
farm. The edge of Dairy Cane.
I mean, if Gateway's the closest, fine, but whatever's close, I think that's where we should go.
Well, we're on Daggertooth, so if we go north, then that's towards Gateway, right? It's
I gotta-
not
wait.
too far from where we are compared to like where we have
Hold
to
the
go,
fuck-
which
I mean, we
Athlone
could-
Island is where we go
Hold
find
your fucking
Jacobins,
phones and
so-
eat them. I gotta stop to make.
Eh.
I'm pretty sure around here is the place I have to pick up my last 2 pistols.
You left them at Leafy, right?
That's pretty close to here, isn't it?
South.
Which is also near Fraser Island, where we have saffron.
Well, there you go.
Do that.
Well, we'll leave the other men down in their watery graves, and then
No.
we'll go pick up whatever we got to get. You know,
Wait,
We
there's
have
more.
everybody.
They're all standing
They're
on the
already
ship
up
staring
here.
at you.
I pushed them back off.
No.
Don't get.
Oh, no.
Grapple check?
No, I'm weak.
He has the bends.
No,
You
thanks,
you
Arn.
gotta forgive him right now.
Arn, yeet them. You tiny man.
Come here, get.
No.
I know. Oh.
Slate, if you were to contact your contacts, where would you have to go for that?
Payphone.
Nowhere, really. I kind of do it wherever, just like you can. Mail works.
He just starts ululating.
As far as messages go, I can only really use Animal Messenger, and that's not going to go very far. So.
Well, I mean, like, you can write a letter to your parents, can you not? My secret's not like my family's not like some big fucking secret thing.
Bullshit.
That's not true.
Our
We don't know much about
interdimensional
you.
being.
We didn't
Yeah,
ask.
Mr. Squiggles.
Yeah,
No one asked.
Whoa.
Exactly. No one did ask, so I didn't.
Hey, Captain Slate, where's your family from?
The old country. Actually, I have said it multiple times.
Yeah, that's true. Are they still in the old country?
Yeah, they don't
Okay.
really leave. Well,
Oh.
I'm the only one that likes to travel a lot.
So if we go to this, major port city that could have, I don't know, the gateway to the O lane, we could probably, send off some mail real quick.
Sure.
So let's do that.
To be fair, Leafy's just about as close as Gateway is, depending on like.
Yeah, you got stuff to pick up in Leafy anyway.
All right, fine. Let's go port
I do.
hopping. Leafy it is. Yay, somebody picked the direction. I'm so proud of everyone.
It's
Good job, us.
This was I said I got a stop to make, and then you started into all these fucking
This
questions.
was non-committal group
Yeah, what's
of
this
super
about your
capable
gun?
I
people
literally
ever.
said, "Let's do this," and you're like,
I agreed with you.
"Ugh." Yeah, everyone did, and then we didn't, and then I don't know, fucking, I gotta send mail.
All right, God, please narrate our journey.
Cool. Group check on day 3 to avoid the storm.
No, thank you.
What's
What
the
groups
check
are we
for?
checking? What's the roll?
I have to open the book. Oh, that's
Wait,
Tasha's.
I
No,
remember mine.
Saltmarsh.
I don't.
I
know.
What to
remember.
do with Father Time?
No, whatever that is, no.
Father Time. We saw him at our last golf tournament.
We did.
All right. Strong storm blows in. Group check. You ready?
Mhm.
Obviously, this is going to have to be broken up to the 4 of you.
Yeah.
So I kind of know who everybody is. So, Captain Commodore Mask. You
Yeah.
need to give me an intelligence check with your water vehicles proficiency. Captain Slate. You need to give me a charisma. Not intimidation. What's the one that you don't? Persuasion.
Persuasion. I don't yell at people.
Persuade them to do better.
It's the artificer. I need you to give me a carpenter's tools check with your strength modifier.
Strength.
And then, yeah, strength with your carpenter's tools. And then, and if you have your thing, you can do your thing, obviously. And then I need a
Thanks.
wisdom nature check from Primrose.
Good luck,
You have your thing,
me.
you can do your thing.
Thank God I can do my thing.
You didn't hear me laugh when I was muted. I was like, I kind of know who you all are. I was like, I fucking hope so.
Right? Fucking shit, 2 years.
Only been like 2 years.
No.
Well, we know each other's personalities, but we don't quite know each other's backstories, you know?
Yes, we
Didn't
do.
ask.
What?
Didn't ask?
Didn't ask.
We all have asked. In fact, you guys just did some asking.
Piss. There's no proof.
I'll play back the VOD.
Oh no! There's proof.
Actually, as far as
The
backstory,
storm proves to be troubling for both vessels. As you try to make things right, it came upon you so fast. All your components take a little damage, and your crew quality take.
My crew quality takes a what?
A hit.
Man, fuck pieces of
it's okay. We're headed to port anyway. We can get some repairs.
After that, you sail through murky skies, but nothing too treacherous. It does take you 9 days to get out around Daggertooth, head down to Grove Island, and around into the bay to go to Port City of Liffey.
Fucking. Fuck the ocean.
Alex Burton, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That's not good. I don't like that.
I'm not wise.
Is it the dreams? I bet it's the dreams.
On the 21st of Crusser, when you wake up, you discover that you have carved some strange symbols into the bulkhead of your room.
Put him down. He's fucking crazy.
He's going crazy, yeah.
Going somewhere.
Yellow.
Short trip.
No, he's
That's
not.
it. Put him down.
Do I recognize any of them off of like that sphere?
You look at them, they're not of any style you've ever seen in your life. The geometries that they make up don't even look natural.
Sweet tits. Can I do a charcoal rub of this? So that I have.
Yes.
Yep. And then the first person I'm going to talk about it with when we get to Leafy is Winston. If I can pry him away from the clutches of Prim.
You can try.
Had to clarify.
On the 27th, Professor, in the early mornings, you began to make your way into the port city bay of Leafy. Guarded by one warship, you see half a dozen trade ships, and of course a dozen fisherman ships that are already some gone out, some going in. The port smells sweet as you guys come in from afar, and the buildings start to, come into rendering distance for your, settings of your graphic cards and draw distance. You see that there are new buildings spurting up on the sides of the town outside their gates, and there's smokestacks to it, and the smell smells sweet as they prepare the sap into syrup here at a great rate. Coming in as the crew begins to reef sails, you do find a moment where Primrose attends to a crew member who fell 10 feet from the rigging and hurt himself. Winston is available for you to approach as you guys make a slow arrival into the designated port.
Mudder.
He's gone. Alex is
I
gone.
guess the question wasn't that important.
No, I had to go out to get something out of the vehicle.
Oh.
You are on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Classic.
The water vehicle.
He is the vehicle.
So what was the question?
You are pulling into port while Primrose is attending a poor crewman who fell 10 feet from the rigging. Winston is available for questioning.
Yes. Excuse me, sir. Winston, sir.
Mr. Churchill.
Yeah. What's going on?
So I got some weird scribbles here that just came to me miraculously. Would you care to take a look at these?
Certainly.
And I show him the scribbles.
Interesting. You said this just came to you?
Yeah, randomly. It's just, through a dream or something, Kind of just weird.
You now see that he's like eyebrows raised, looking at you, like looks at your eye, kind of like starts like you see his eyes are scanning like your features and details and like small things about you, and he goes, "This is the first time you've seen this."
Correct. First time.
Oh, this is your first time seeing it. Oh, well, all right then. There's no easy way to say this, but you obviously, as you know, have been touched by an elder god, and his influence is starting to bleed into you. He taps like not the first one, but like the second one, because you carved like 3 different distinct symbols into your bulkhead. He taps the second one, and he goes, "That's Yog Sothoth's symbol." We learned this at the World Hoppers Academy. All 3 of these belong to, those elder gods that live out in the blind eternities. These are the gods that have been around since the time of the cosmos and the whole blind eternities and however this entire existence came to be.
Fantastic. How long do I have, Doc?
He goes, "I honestly don't know. We don't have extensive knowledge on prognosis of individuals touched by elder gods who, got worse. We just know what eventually happens."
Right, so there's no, milestones, like, he starts bleeding out of his eyeballs, it's time to put him down.
I will say that when it gets really worse, you will begin to forget where you've been. You won't have any memories of certain days, but to your credit, your crew member will see the strange behavior as You might start mumbling this god's name. You might start being very obsessed with researching how to bring him back through or how to connect through him. Or perhaps one of his siblings may reach out to you and attempt to contact you to let you research how to bring them through to this world. But like I said, comes with you forgetting large swaths of your own time. And of course, he motions to like all the bustling crew around him, and like even points up to like Mask up on the quarterdeck. He goes, all your friends here are going to notice the change of your mood when these days start happening. This, of course, is when it's going to get really tricky for you. Again, don't know when that's going to happen, but that's a fair warning.
Okay. Well, at least I know the signs and symptoms to tell my crew, and I'll ask that they put me out quick. Surprise, one shot to the back of the head, that kind of a thing. Let me look off into the distance, stare into the sunset, holding my tools, and drop me overboard.
He tilts his head and he goes, I remember a philosopher at some point said, a man who lives fully is prepared to die at any moment.
Well, I ain't slowing down anytime soon.
As the last sail goes reef and the ropes get cast off to tie off to the docks, the officer on charge calls out that the ship has come to a dock. Gangplanks are extended. You see the typical liveries of harbor master attendants and custom agents approaching both vessels for inspection. Winston looks at you and dons his like cloak and a hood to like kind of go incognito mode, and looks at you, Alex, and goes, "Anything else you want to know?"
No, I'm good. I just gotta talk to my sister
right.
now. Well, all my sisters.
Captain and Commodore, you are both approached, asking what your business here in Liffey. If you're going to do trade, I need yes or no's.
Are we gonna sell any of the stuff that we got?
Yes.
Well, then yes.
And very well, you will have to require a customs inspection. Do you allow permission?
Well, I'm picking up, so
You said what, VC?
I'm picking up. So I mean, like, is that nothing? There's nothing in my hold right now that I'm getting rid of.
Right. Are
so-
you picking up bulk cargo? Are you going to do some
Oh,
like
no.
wheeling and dealing? Okay, then you're good. They'll just keep an eye on your ship. They take a note. And then for Mask, do you say yes?
Yeah.
And you consent to search?
Yeah.
Cool. You guys come on board. They take 15 minutes, go top to bottom. They inspect crates. They look at whatever seals you have of the few trade goods that you may have, stuff that you don't have. They ask you about it. Do you tell them honestly where it comes by?
We looted it.
They just ask, did you loot it from any Therian Empire privateers and/or vessels?
I scream
No.
from the other ship, "No!" And I flash my badge.
Shut up! No.
They go, very well. The brief scrutinize they gave you, they go, very well. And they mark it down that your ship has passed inspection. And you are free to trade in the city of Liffey. And they leave you.
Danky Shane.
Well, I'm off to go pick up my guns.
You gun.
They go off for like no reason.
Ooh.
The 36 for.
Without context, I just assume I only have 36 days left to live.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Can't do random rolls and not say anything.
He sure can.
No,
I'm very
that's for the
scared.
ships. It's 54 gold each for both vessels to get repaired. Everything can be done within the day.
You said 54 gold each?
Neato.
54 gold each for the Traveler's Shadow and for the Masked Maiden. Everything
Okay.
can be done within the day.
Oh, that's easy. That'll come out of the funds.
And we have a farm here, yes? Is it set up? Is
No.
it the one that wasn't set up?
It's in Fraser Island.
Oh, fudge sticks.
Yeah, we got to make another trap. But we have
We can enjoy the day at least.
we can start trying to sell these bulk goods that Alex has bought.
I was saying,
Brought
you
back.
don't have land here, but Alex has land here.
Yeah, this is where Alex spent his time saving Nether. Like, he saved all their trees.
Well,
Yes. And I have a house here.
Yeah, Alex, did you ever set anything up here? I don't recall.
I have to look through chat records.
He has a house. It has furniture. It is not staffed.
Ah, right. This is the house he tried to get us all to stay in, but it
Yeah,
was
and then
creepy.
you
so
fucking
we
sucker ass fuckers wouldn't stay with me. Bitch ass bitches.
I was
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah,
But
But
you
you
not
got all
anymore.
fucking bitchy
I
about
wasn't
it.
gonna stay in there.
Why? What the fuck is wrong with my house?
It wasn't ready yet.
But we made it ready. Mostly Slate made it ready, but it's ready.
Well,
Wow.
I didn't even get to stay there.
Well, I'm sleeping at my house tonight, and you're all invited.
Cool. I got dibs on one of the floors.
It'd be nice to be on some dry land for time. Yeah.
All right,
Mhm.
so while we're in town, I would like to commission some people to go and clean the house, prepare and cook for us for, I don't know, a week.
Week.
I don't know how long we're staying, but I'm not paying for one night. Get that weekly rate.
How many people do we have on these ships in total, roughly?
Like 138, 130, 140 each, right?
Mine's 92 plus 44. Yours is 96 plus
Hang on.
36.
92 plus 44.
268 crew plus the 4 of you.
268. I'm as each crew member gets off the ship, I give each crew member 4 gold.
Spend it all in one place.
As you're doing this, the more senior members, the half-masked members, say, who are a little bit more comfortable, you hear comments of coffers must be getting low, eh, Captain?
We haven't done anything yet. When we get paid, you'll get paid. I'm like, we're 4 gold.
The other one as the line continues and you respond to the one that goes by, another half mask in the line goes, "Oh, Captain, we weren't chirping at you. We know we haven't done anything in a while. We're ready though. We're willing."
Us too. I also am ready.
Ugh.
We'll get there, I assure you, my boys.
And then there are a few. The one goes, sir, we're coming up on 2 years under your service too.
These motherfuckers.
Hey, they got used to a cushy lifestyle,
Let's start going on some suicide missions.
Don't get me wrong. We're still pledged to you, sir. But there are, and probably in like 2-4 more years' times, we'll probably be looking to serve elsewhere or perhaps retire. And he points to like so and so. He's like, I know so and so's been sending his share back to his wife. He'll probably want to finally settle down somewhere.
Yeah, that's great.
You have farms you can permanently settle around.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever you want. It's been a pleasure to, have you guys aboard, and I would love to keep you as long as I can have yous.
After hearing like Captain Slate's even comment, they're like, "Oh, we didn't know that possibly retiring to one of your farms was an option, sir."
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got some nice land. Like 20-some acres.
On
And-
3 separate islands. Yeah, we even got land
your
here.
pick of islands, dang.
Yeah, your pick of islands. You can.
Upon hearing this, you see like a lot of shoulders like straighten up. A lot of like, demeanors kind of change. And they're like, "Oh shit, that cool." They're all, "Hey, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Captain. Good to know that that's an option."
We should really keep them updated on stuff.
Sometimes I
don't-
forget they exist.
I mean, well,
We're just a number to Slate.
we were.
I
Yeah,
mean,
well, I-
We've been through some
Rob, tell
shit while they
all of
were
your
on the
names
ship.
right now. All 268 of them.
Oh.
Bill,
I don't want to hear
Ted,
Jim more than
Jim,
7 times.
Aaron, Adam, Alex, Arnold.
Arn
I'll die.
2.0.
You got Excel up? You ready?
Please, for the love of God, no.
I'm ready.
You got that RNG, that random name generator.
Oh,
But yeah, okay, cool. I know I haven't touched on it. I just want to bring that up. So that was definitely an encounter. So Slate, as you're walking through the familiar city of Liffey, trying to remember where the enchanter's shop is.
If I don't know,
You notice that? Huh? What?
oh, I said if I didn't know, I would just ask. I'm not above asking for directions.
Oh, perfect. And as you're finding your way back to the enchanter's shop, you do notice that part of the town's infrastructure has changed. You notice now that from some places and into other buildings, elevated off the ground and using what looks like ladders and scaffolding are these interesting tube works that run around in a maze. You don't see where the source of these tubes are, but you do pass some buildings with the smokestacks where these tubes literally run into one section and disappear into the building. And this is all brand new infrastructure to Leafy.
the fuck?
Is it close to where I have to go?
It is kind of close to where you have to go, seeing as some streets you crisscross them and they go across the block, elevated above your head. You do find your way to the enchanter shop as you walk in, ding ding, and
Hey, for that other place, I want to make sure I remember when I get back there because I'm going to check it out after this.
okay, yeah, the closest building where you see the tubes run into, yeah, it's there's one not too many buildings away. So you come in, the bell rings. You see a gnome standing before the shopkeeper, the wizened dragonborn. And he's got a wand in his hand, and he goes, "It doesn't." The gnome goes, "It doesn't work anymore." And the dragonborn leans over and he goes, "Yeah, well, that's because you spent the last charge. It's done. It's just a stick. I told you that when you bought it. 4 charges. You scratched 4 times in one day. It's going to be useless. No refunds." The gnome kind of just like leaves it on the counter and like humps and passes by you. Doesn't even acknowledge you, just is like in a bad mood and goes out. Ding ding, the bell goes as the door closes behind him. You see the dragonborn pick up the wand and he fucking tosses it in the bin and he goes, "Oh, sorry about that, sir. How can I help you?"
That's fine. I can definitely relate to that. I put an order in here sometime back. 2 pistols, varying degrees of fuckery attached to them. I'm here
Picks
to
up
pick
his
them up.
monocle from his vest and he fixes it to his eye and he goes, "Sorry, here, the young gunslinger. One moment."
My list.
He brings forward, I'm woefully unprepared for this. He brings forward 2 pistols.
Okay, I've got an imagination.
That's what I'm about to do. He brings forward 2 pistols. He has one that's flintlock, all by design. It very fine in the metal work. You can tell it looks like ropes and whatnot, like branded hemp ropes, like that, like crisscross down the barrel. The hammer itself is this nice gunmetal muted intricate hammer for cocking it back and hitting the blasting cap. the wooden handle itself. You see the carved rope come down, and you even see what looks like a fish hook in part of the design. And he says, "This is your survival one that you got from the Praetor Atlas." And then he pulls out another one. He uncovers it from the cloth. And this one has a faint wisp coming off of it, just a faint smoke. As when you're not looking directly at it, it kind of like shimmers away. And he goes, "From your Naga fangs that you recovered, I was able to craft this one as well." As he presents you both pistols.
Thanks. And I remember that we're all square, right?
We are all squared.
Cool. What's with the pipes? There's some pipes running around the buildings and shit.
The tubes.
Oh, for the tree
Brand new.
sap.
It's been.
Yes.
It immediately clicks in Slate's head.
There are plenty of hothouses now where the tree sap is being ran to be boiled and turned into syrup. It's quite the business now.
Fucking Alex. Well,
I'm sorry, who?
nothing. Thanks for the guns. I'll be sure to give them to someone who wants them.
It was a pleasure to work on them. And then there's like you see like where his ear holes are. He like kind of like twitch. He goes, "I'm sorry, somebody who wants them. You're not wanting them for your own enjoyment."
No. I mean, I'll derive enjoyment from them. Don't get me wrong. They're fulfilling a purpose. Unfortunately, these are not for me.
I perhaps could help you line up a buyer if you're interested.
Mm-mm.
Very
I do
well.
appreciate the offer, though.
Well, then enjoy your purchases. Again, if you ever need any more enchantment work, spell scroll work, you know where to find me. Any of your referrals, of course, I'll give them a free 2 gold discount.
Cool. I do appreciate it. Unfortunately, that completes the set of these. So, maybe something else.
Very well, sir. Enjoy. May
I
the
will.
Queen's blessings be with you.
Yep. See you later. And I give him finger guns instead of the real guns.
You hear him chuckle as you see him kind of, as you leave the door and leave the shop, you see him kind of like bend back to the wastebasket and pull out that wand.
Of course it does. Fuck, recharge the gut.
I am gonna stop by one of the hot houses to sample the other thing, but I'm good for now. Someone else have a go.
You want it in syrup, or would you like some candy?
I want someone else to have a go. You can come back to me later.
That's
No.
what's available.
Syrup then. On flapjacks.
Syrup my balls.
It's not a restaurant.
Notherian pancakes.
God damn it.
The Therian cakes.
But you can get a pitcher or a flask or a bottle
syrup?
of syrup. Yep. They're cranking this shit out.
A flask.
Oh yes, 1 flask of syrup.
8 silver.
All right.
You get the flask and the syrup.
Ooh.
It even says on the flask, Queen's Sugar, Hot House, Nakekun.
No, I won't be pronouncing that part ever. But I will have Birch
All
make
right.
some pancakes.
Okay, let's go to the captain. Captain, you're in Liffey.
I want to work on helping get some of this stuff sold off.
What do you got?
Alex,
Eat.
what do we got?
I gotta open Excel.
Oh, my Lanta.
I can tell from your crew management you have 9.5 baskets of something, 5 barrels of something, 3 chests of something.
We have many somethings, but it's a majority of what we're trying to get rid of is the shit that Alex stole from found on all these men.
Oh, yeah. Place that in chat. I'll probably give you. Oh, you're an O&E. What rank are you in Netherian again?
Uh,
Are you a major with Nathair?
Colonel. A colonel.
Wow.
You're probably going to
colonel.
get 65% of the book value for most of these things.
We're getting what?
65% value from the book value.
Oh, all right.
Except when it comes to art or gems that say they're worth X, you will get that full amount.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm down to foot.
So whenever Alex wants to send it to me, I will probably do that in a post session and throw it in chat for you all. Anything else? Any visits, role playing, anything you're trying to get at?
Obviously, I'm gonna go talk to the Viceroy.
I'm gonna send a couple letters.
As I do every time I stop literally anywhere.
Viceroy Kamura Hash.
Bless you.
Oh my god.
Wait, do I have Viceroy artwork yet? No, I only have governors and magistrates. Damn it. I do have the matter, though. Maybe next time. You head up to the center of town. You do find the Viceroy's hold. You come to the door. You request attendance, letting them know that you are indeed Colonel Mask. Which case you are immediately put on the waiting list. You're brought in to an empty hallway with seats. The hallway boy goes into the office. You hear him kind of in a muffled tone announce, Colonel Mask from the Masked Maiden here to see you, sir. And the guy goes, oh, on the way out, ask him what he wants to drink. And when you bring that back, admit him. The door opens up, the cabin boy comes back out, or the hallway boy comes out and looks at you, gives you a curt bow and says, sir, what would you like for a refreshment in the beverage department?
Do you have any tea?
Tea is within our means. What kind of tea would you like, sir?
Any kind. Whatever you got ready.
Very well. I'll see what is on the kettle and bring you a cup.
You guys appreciate you.
In about 6 minutes, he comes back up with a tray, kettle, 2 teas, steaming. As he's passing you, he goes, you can follow me, sir. He daftly opens up the door, motions you in by putting his back against the wall. As you walk in, you see the orange-hued skinned tiefling. You see him painting. He has like a still life of like fruit in a bowl, and he's trying to do oil paints. He looks and he goes, perfect. I needed a break. As he sets down his palette and his brush, and he wipes his hands down on his apron. You can tell he's got dried paint smeared on his fingers, but nothing wet from when he brushed his hands. He motions to the cabin boy to drop the tray on the table and begins serving as he walks over to give you a firm handshake and says, good morning and Queen's blessings to you, Colonel Mask. Thank you for gracing my port.
Well, thank you for having us. I obviously wanted to stop in and say, how do you do? Since, we came back.
Yes, please. Tea, perfect. I was worried you might pick something strong. As he accepts the first cup from the hallboy, and the hallboy gives you the second cup.
Nothing like a good cup of tea.
Indeed. Cheers.
Yeah, tea.
It's a lemony ginger tea that is very sweet, as the bottom of it has a layer of Hampton syrup.
Ah, delicious.
So, Colonel Mask, tell me, from whence do you travel? How long will you be in port?
We shan't be here too long. We're
Oh,
getting a little crew rest in here for the boys, and the kind of paying them off to have some time. So we'll be leaving after that, and we also had to run some errands here too, get some repairs done, and the usual.
repairs done. You haven't been getting caught up in that nasty war, have you?
No, wars for other people, weather and cannon fire, the likes.
Cannon fire, but not the war.
Pirates,
Ah,
classic bane of the
here.
Orlean.
Dreadful pirates. One day the Empire will clean this entire archipelago of all pirate scum.
We sure hope, That darn Dread Pirate Roberts. Really giving it to us.
I'm sorry. Who? I haven't heard of this one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a new one out there.
Oh my god.
You probably haven't heard of him.
Have you heard of a John Rossi?
Oh, I sure have. I know that guy. He's a dick.
I received word that he just recently, last month, hit the port city of Ban, knocked over the central bank there.
Oh, he did go back and get the thing.
I'm sorry?
He tried to knock those guys over before. I believe it
Unfortunately,
was
now I
for a
have.
ruby that they had in their vault. Of some
Well, this time
magical
I'm heard
value.
that he cleaned out all available coinage, and he took paintings, some gems, but from what I understand, what nobleman city kept their magic items there was left largely untouched. It didn't look targeted in any way. But the Empire is pleased to announce an 80,000 gold bounty on Captain Rossi's head.
Man. They are doing the thing, huh?
That might be nice.
That's a lot of money.
We could use that.
Well, the Empire surely wants to rid of this pirate scourge. And crafty ones like John Rossi, who can hide in plain sight with strong illusionary magic, are a threat to the peace and prosperity of this archipelago.
Well, that tracks. Yeah, he kind of has a thing out for me right now.
John Rossi does?
Yeah. I have.
Please elaborate.
Yeah, I've thwarted a plan or two of his, and yeah, he doesn't really like it all that much. So he's kind of mad.
Colonel, just so you know, any intel you have of John Rossi, we feed share it with the Netherarian navies, and we will help you bring the full might of the Queen's Navy against this.
Oh, that's much appreciated. I don't like the guy. He's not a great guy. He could use for a little bit of dying, if I say so myself.
Indeed.
But yeah, I don't have any new information on him. Just that kind of a jerk, and he's trying to kill me and my crew and my friend.
Great. Well, are you in looking for work then?
We kind of got a little something going on, but as soon as we're done with that, we'll probably be looking for work. Maybe.
Very well. If you wish to return back to us this year, I have a job that will require your talents and your crew.
Well, my crew has many a talent. They are the highest wing bingeries that I know.
Indeed, O-A-N-O-N-E Burton is a boon to you. The Queen would be most pleased to see him back in service to the Empire, whenever, of course, you can render his services.
The Queen's not
Yes,
gonna want to see
he is
him
a boon for sure. That's the one.
like he is now.
I know him.
Well then, Colonel, this meeting was nice. I enjoyed your break. Feel free to take the tea to go.
I appreciate this. It was a pleasure to see you again.
You as well, Colonel Mask. You as well.
Until the next time.
The hallboy comes in to collect you as you both bow and shake hands. He picks up the kettle of what's left and like follows you out. When he closes his door, he looks at you and he goes, "Do you want it engraved, sir?"
What? No, that's fine. I agree.
Okay. He hands you the tea kettle.
Engraved?
Well, thank you.
He nods.
Just give him a whole fucking
I
kettle?
got a nice little tea kettle in it. What are you talking about?
All right.
Gain one silver tea kettle worth 50 gold.
The fuck?
Very
That's
nice man.
a tea kettle.
Gave me a whole tea kettle.
Yeah, damn.
Coming back around to Primrose. Anything you'd need to do in the port city of Liffey?
Dry land, I guess. Well, if we're waiting for everybody else, I suppose I would ask Winston and Alex if they want to go get a meal so I can fill in Winston on all of the shit that the merfolk said.
Winston goes, a break from seafood? I'm down.
Same
yeah.
here. Let us
Mhm.
go.
Good, because I know this
fact-
place has some good food.
I think I smell some steamed buns.
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
Food.
As you find Hampton syrup glazed pork steamed buns and noodles.
I want both.
Noodles folded in on themselves, containing mushrooms and seasoned.
Prim likes it. I
Both
don't like
meals.
mushrooms.
Meals for everybody will cost 2 silver.
Okay, I will pay for everybody's food.
We're fucking eating.
You went off to a gun store, and the Commodore went off to the Viceroy, so I'm bringing these two
Oh.
out. If you want to meet us at this place, if
Who
you
is
can
these
smell
two?
the steamed buns.
I can always smell buns.
Buns
So-
and
I didn't go to a
steamed.
fucking gun store.
You
The
went to a
restaurant
bun
you
store.
picked definitely has some of your crew members who are already there, that's already mingled with, that have a couple from the 80 part of it. So when you walk in and take your order, they motion you all to like share the table with them. And so your crew members,
Oh yeah.
who just got shared story from like one of the guys that are from the rescued 80, they lean in close and they go, they look to like to you all and to like to Winston. They're like, "Is it true? Like, you're old?" And Winston's like,
Wow.
"Yeah." Do you understand what that means? Your crew members kind of go wide-eyed. They're like, "What? Like, we have a bona fide god?" And you immediately see Winston like hand out like to him, like, "No, no, 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 not that. I'm not a deity."
It's that.
And the crew's like, "What do you mean? Like, you're immortal?" And you see Winston kind of get a little frustrated. He's like, "No, well, I don't think anymore." And then you see him like kind of like shake their heads, like, "What do you mean not anymore?" And he goes, "Well, not all of us were mortal. Most were, but we're your officers." As he motions to like both Primrose and Alex, he goes, "Where they found me, something else happened. I'm no longer immortal. I don't have the powers I had. I have something else. I am something else. I think I could possibly die. Do not try to test this. And please keep it down. They're all like, your crew members are giddy at this point. They're like, holy shit, this is so cool.
I'm gonna use my mom voice and be like, guys, eat your food, please.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
I'm on.
Classic. Classic rebuttal.
I have to do it with Ellie. So, yeah, I'm going to turn to Winston and I'm going to tell him exactly what the prime speaker told us, just to fill him in on what the fuck just happened. And I'm going to ask him how much of it is true.
He goes, all right. Yes, it's true. Big battle. Squall turned on Giacomo. The battle was drawn out. Squall and Harper was his name. They brought up the giant landmass that is probably now your home continent. And they summoned in hordes of creatures. And I'm talking orcs. I'm talking goblins. I'm talking dragons. Squall was very against Giacomo and furthering his research using this world. He thought it was dangerous. He thought it was irresponsible. He lost all respect for Giacomo. And to be honest, Harper thought that Giacomo was going to use this for a power source. Everything that the Prime Speaker told you about magics is pretty much how the World Hoppers learn. This wasn't Giacomo's intended purpose. He built this world to see what it took to create additional threads within the weave, or how to pull threads within the weave. From what Giacomo told me, this was supposed to be a pocket dimension. I'm talking small. I'm talking, he points to Alex, he goes, what's that spell you cast when we're out in the wilderness?
Mordenkainen's hut? The one that protects us from scrying eyes?
Something like that, except it's like it's supposed to be someplace you could envelop, something that from our own plane you could hold in your hand, but you could travel to. And it was supposed to be a pocket dimension, a storage device. He meant to just bring water into it and see if he could pull a thread of water elemental into that world, and then see if he could siphon it further. He then puts his he takes a bite of the steam bun and he chews and he goes, he didn't expect to pull away as he motions both hands like the air around him. He didn't expect to pull all this. Okay. He had it. He kept it as a secret. He needed help. He wanted to see how further he could push this experiment. That's what he brought me, Elena, Squall, and Harper into this. Because we're all different. We all draw on different sources, and he needed to see if we could pull additional threads to this world to see if more of the weave was present versus just a few of the weave threads. We tried to help. He made a breakthrough or two, and that's when Squall lost it. Harper took his side. Elena was on our side. Elena was all about the research. I was curious about what we could do. The fight ensued. It went on for what felt like months, but I think it was only a couple weeks. And yes, Squall came in with one of his dragons, trying to bring the full might of his fire down upon Giacomo, and I stepped in the way. As he slurps the broth out of his pinched noodles filled with mushrooms.
So Elena was on your side?
She was. She definitely was very interested in this. She thought the applications that Giacomo was going to come up with were going to prove to be hugely beneficial for us back in our world.
So why did they bury you on this world instead of bringing you back out?
Well, a world hopper can only change worlds for themselves. They can't bring anybody with them. They can bring items. They can bring what they're wearing and what they're carrying and holding. But if you were to say pick up, if you were a world hopper, let's just say, and you picked up Kato, you would not be able to jump worlds with Kato. Kato would be left behind, even if you held him.
Jesus. All right. Well, so which one was the one in red? That was Squall?
That was Squall. Squall of Burgle.
Well, I guess it's lucky that we haven't heard of any of that, but Elena's here, and she has a thread of black, for sure. But why would she still be experimenting on Giacomo's place all this time?
You see him get a little awkward. He takes in a deep breath, strums his fingers on the table, and he goes, if she's trying to replicate what his original thesis was, I could see that she is trying to carry on what he was trying to do and what he decided he wasn't going to carry through once life was here. After the war, after Squall and Harper had brought in so many different creatures and lives here, after the merfolk became a thing here, Giacomo did not want to bring himself to use this world as a experiment anymore. He wanted to give it up. He had claimed that the world had stabilized. It was going to not. It was going to stay around. It wasn't going to deteriorate as he thought. Once he saw the size, he somehow, through his calculations, made it to where it is now. Mind you, at the World Hopper Academy, we were taught that all planes have different sizes. This, by all means, should be one of the most smallest planes in existence, but still stable. And to answer your question, if Elena's still here, and for everything I've heard that you've told me that she's been carrying out, and everything that her cult is all about, she's trying to turn this very, very blue world into a more black aligned world. And if this is still what it is in my world, in the world where we come from, or where Giacomo built this, if she has access to it, once she turns this world black aligned, she will increase her power in that world tenfold.
Yay. Well, shit. I'm just speechless. I eat my steamed bun and I stare into nothingness. Alex, what do you have to say about this?
Not a whole lot. I mean, it's pretty fucking wild, honestly.
We've done it. We've speechless to the man.
Hmm? So what do we do about it? That's the real question.
Just gonna take some time to process.
Well, I'm okay with the whole the world is an experiment thing. We've had time to process that one. It's just, how do we stop her? That's the real question. I mean, I'm assuming getting Giacomo into our world to assess the situation at the very least would be a boon.
This is a gun.
Because if anyone has the ability to mess with the threads of this world, it's the person who made it.
Here's a point, you know.
That's the thing, though. You alter the threads anymore to this world, your all's world, all your family, your friends, everything here is disturbed and upset in that balance.
So her pulling on her own black thread and trying to increase her own power will throw the entire world out of whack.
Yes. When Giacomo gave up this world and put an end to his experiment, it was because if he carried out his experiment to the end, and he was to draw directly from a thread of blue from this world in his world, we have no idea the consequences that it would do to the lives, namely the natural world that existed here. It was meant to be void of life. It was only meant to be terrain and features. The only life that was there was us visiting it. When Squall and Harper brought life into this world, and it began to get away from them and rampantly in the next 2 weeks, because let's consider, what we know about orcs. You can't contain orcs and goblins. And then the merfolk that came in, and all the life that Elena brought in, it was we ran away from us by. We were out of our depth. There was no way to return everything that was summoned forth back to their home planes. It was beyond our doing.
Yeah.
So if Giacomo decided to attempt to fulfill the experiment, and he went back to his world and started to draw power from this world to himself, who knows what that would have done to life around here. And he wasn't willing to try that out. He wasn't willing to see what that happened. Giacomo had a good conscience. He had nothing but good morals when it came to doing this.
Well, I assumed that, considering you sacrificed yourself for him.
I didn't want to see him die. He was a brilliant man.
So if anyone messes with it, we face an entire sundering. So, oh gods, how do we? Well, so far the only plan we've come up with is we've found that the Solviers are a bit at odds with Elena's master plan. So if we can take away
Surprised that
some
her
of her
master,
followers.
right, dismantling her organization, bringing her out, and possibly killing her is your best bet to save your world.
So, I've heard a lot. I've listened a lot. My brain is melting, and are the Solviers the sole source of the death cult, or is that Elena and her black thread?
Elena.
From what I've been told and from what I understand of the cult, this is all Elena's doing. I would say that Elena has been working behind the scenes. These individuals on Primrose's list are folks that have been naturally occurred in this world that she has recruited, she has influenced, she has beguiled. And from everything that Primrose has figured out, the Solviers obviously are greedy and only care about coin, are trying to break away. But from all the actions I've heard of how feverish, how much fervor the cultists have, and enamored with death, and not to mention the demons that you have expunged, the nightmare curse that you've expunged, she is trying to throw this world into a very black, heavy influence world, which then would, in the world it sits in, she can then draw directly from that, and with how much little she cares about all your lives, it would continue to do further harm.
Okay, so I don't know much about warlocks or patrons or things. I do know some about some weird stuff. Is it possible that Elena is their patron, that they made their creed with? They had a service. There was something that was said bothered me when we were on the fortress, and all of the death cult members that we had killed in combat were called to fulfill their oath and resurrected as undead. This
I heard that report. From what it sounds like by our accounts, it sounds like the lower footmen, as you were, are tainted and can be freely turned into skeleton thralls using the dark necromancy power that Elena probably gifted her followers, these people on the list. As for the two mercenaries, that lizard folk and that dwarf that I'm told, stood up from grievous death wounds,
Yeah.
Right.
they did not appear undead and appeared to be living.
Correct.
I would say that the Solviers have used some kind of pact magic and necromantic magic on these individuals to bind their lives not only to this plane but to their will, thus able to bring them back to life. If this is truly a powerful spell, I wouldn't believe this is brought by a pact with some god or deity, as from what I know of what they taught us in the World Hopper Academy, clerical powers with gods and deities come with a certain level of piety, and it does take years and years for piety to develop powers, but yes, the power of belief is strong, especially when you have thousands, hundreds of thousands of people with the belief. You could turn into a god.
Right.
As
So
for the source of this power, I believe it is just very powerful necromantic power that Elena herself had and taught some to these followers of hers, these listed people.
right. I guess I mean the root of the question is Elena and their piety
The
toward
patron.
her, their fervent worship of her, and the amount of time that she has been living and striding in this world. Is she their patron? Is she the source of their power?
He kind of makes his face where, like, meh. He goes, I've only
I mean,
been to
you're
a few of your
respected as a
port
god.
cities. I'm not very good at taking a head count and coming up with a possible population, but it doesn't sound like they worship her. So I don't believe she's being endowed with piety powers or the power of belief. I believe she just has gained very strong necromantic powers and very strong black magics from other worlds, has brought it here and brought heed these individuals and created a cult to get to further excel her own agenda of this world. They
Right.
probably don't even know what they're doing.
Okay. The thought process is there, considering that the Solviers are potentially talking about severing ties, and if Elena is in fact somehow their patron or connected to their patron or the one who brokered that connection, regardless of their will, their independent individual will, if that patron was to, you know, call the debt, call the agreement, I don't know if they could separate from Elena. I don't know if that's a possibility for them to actually accomplish.
No, absolutely. It was, as soon as they begin to break, what would stop Elena from hopping through and killing them both?
Right. So
She's
that's
smart.
the reason I say that in front of everyone is so that we don't necessarily consider using the Solvares against Elena as a viable option, because we don't know the extent of Elena's influence, capability, control, or it's the ability to yank their power, to take everything from them, or to collect their souls. We don't know what that looks like.
Yeah. I
He
mean, if
he
she
nods.
has that
He nods
power.
affirmatively. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So just to not trying to railroad us down a single path or eliminate options, but I would like to go, knowns and unknowns. I would like our options and our plan of attack to be based off of known factors instead of horrifically risky gambles.
No, no, no.
Well, what
Well,
you're saying is true. Like, she is a world hopper, and although, yes, you don't want this to be considered for yourself, some might see them as gods, and her being a patron is not off the table. But it sounds
right.
like no matter who they're using as a patron, because Adolin was also a warlock, and he got, but even if they're using some other patron, they're still using black magic, and
Right. They're
the
indebted to
imbalance
something.
will still occur.
Right, and they are indebted to something that is outside of their ability to control. I don't think that they're left with too much free will other than their greed and desire to continue to make money and exploit and extort others.
Hmm.
That's my thoughts.
Well, I'll turn to the crew members that were on the in the jail cells and be like, were you able to hear anything about those cultists while you were there?
The one that was jailed, he goes, there were a few of the jailers that would come down on rotation that were of cultists, and definitely a lot of them made the comment of they didn't know why they didn't just kill us. Another life soaked into this world, I think I heard one of them say. They are not only enamored with bringing death to people, but they welcome it themselves. I've never seen a fever of such mentality.
Yeah, we've met quite a few zealots. It's not great. I'm glad that you guys are all right, and I'm glad we were able to save you. We still haven't gotten Uncle Ben though. Ugh. We'll have to catch up with Slate and see if he's gotten his errands done, and then maybe he can get in touch with his family members. I can't stand the idea that Ben is still rotting away there, and who knows what they're doing to him.
Oh, diddle him.
Well, glad you're not in this.
Yeah,
Diddling his barred hole.
Yeah,
Hell
he
yeah,
might
Uncle
be
Ben.
into that shit.
He is.
You guys pay for your meals and head to Alex's mansion. At the same time, you are joined by Mask, who is back from the Viceroy's office. And by the time you get there, Slate has already beaten you all and was waiting out front. You have all reconvened outside Alex's leafy mansion and his 35 acres of land.
So,
Anybody learn anything good? How was your errand?
Alex, his syrup has really taken off here. He's got syrup in every crevice, you could say.
I do
Oh.
like.
We probably
it
shouldn't
sticky.
say that, but you know what I mean.
I was gonna ask if it was any good, but now I don't want to.
I have a flask right here. You can try it.
Ooh, syrup shots.
I have a little bit on my finger and taste it. What does it taste like?
It is
Syrup, I've just told you.
sweet, dark amber syrup.
Very crevicey.
I give it back. That is actually really freaking good. Good job, Alex.
I do what I can. Thank you. Please come to my house and spend the night.
If it's
Frank
clean
Dick,
now,
oh.
yeah.
What?
This has really gone off the railroad trails here.
Were we ever on them to begin with?
No, because they don't exist. Next question.
No, because we've
What's
been
a
on
train?
a boat.
I said railroad.
What's a rail train?
Ooh, I'm glad you've asked.
All
This
right,
is a
you.
bad time to run out of alcohol.
I regret talking to you.
I regret
Yes.
nothing.
Well, by this time, would they have staff that I hired out be here to do the thing?
Oh yeah, I was looking then.
Damn
You
it.
said for a week, right?
Yes.
We're not staying a week.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I wasn't gonna pay the nightly rate. That's who knows. Maybe
Fair
we
enough.
just stay for 3 days.
So to get the
Don't
place
you always
ready, to
pay
get
the
place
nightly rates?
Plus,
Ew. They're showing their barn holes.
Well, that's it. We've killed Rob.
Classic.
Poor thing.
All right, so to have people come here, get the place ready, to have staff, to have cooks, to have cleaners, this just for the week, this is going to cost you 38 gold.
Okay, 38 gold. Just a second, I'm gonna do something.
Man.
You gotta make change or something? Well, I mean, if we're staying here for how long do we plan on staying? Is a real question.
I don't think we had like a definite timeline. I just wanted to give the guys a couple days while we picked up your fucking face shooters.
Yeah, and then we have to make it to the other farm so we can pay them better than pittance.
Yes, I know.
You say 4 gold like it's not actually a lot. We're just rich.
I know, but they're used to.
They're bougie.
They're
We've-
bougie now. We've spoiled them.
Well,
We've absolutely done this to ourselves.
We have
We
absolutely
haven't-
spared the rod on these damn children.
We haven't done
Huh.
anything. Well, I mean, we can always find an odd job while we get the correspondences out.
what about? Oh fuck! I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah. I'm hoping that it'll say something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the 35 acres that we have here.
No.
I mean,
Something
I've
that
got.
only our Commodore knows.
Oh,
So that's not happening.
Sharon.
Oh my god. Perhaps a
Um,
bounty that he would know about that no one else knows about.
Oh, stop it, you.
Oh, he already forgot.
I don't,
Ah!
because I am dumb.
Of a pirate that we've met before. That you
Yeah,
heard.
yeah, I know that about that one. He's a real big dick.
What is?
And?
Who is? What do you mean?
Wait, who's a big dick?
Who's
What
a
a weird
dick?
thing to say in the foyer of my house.
You kept us in the foyer this whole time. You
What
haven't
is
let
that?
us. What are we? Weird kids?
No
Don't answer
one
that.
agreed to
He's
come
got
inside.
his
I've been
thumb
like
up his
slowly
bard
did.
hole.
shoving you in.
I met you there.
He
Ah,
wants
leave
to
it
met you
provide you
outside.
Leave it in
his
the parlor.
diddly hole.
Go in the parlor.
I'm gonna go in the kitchen.
Okay.
The fuck is his name? John Rossi, Simon Templar, if I can call him.
That is a
Yeah.
throwback.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a big bounty on him, and he also is actively looking for us.
Oh, let's make this
What?
real easy.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
except he is never the one to actually look for us. He's always sending his dumb cronies out to fucking look for us. Why do you think we always get attacked by randos and not actually himself?
But if we get
I
attacked
thought
by
that was mostly
randos, we
blue.
can get a new ship. Just don't destroy the ship.
Well, that's the problem.
He's
We gotta get them
killing
to
me.
stop shooting at us.
I aim at the captain's quarters with the Merc cannon. My own, please.
No.
Yeah, it's great news. I have 2 ships.
Who is the tiny puppy? Hi.
Yeah,
Well-
we could do that, but I don't know where he is.
I don't. Nobody knows where he is, or else we would have gone and got him.
I don't know. We've been kind of busy.
All right. We tell everybody. We put the word on the street. We're gonna stay in my house for a week, and then we lure him here.
But to blow up your house?
God damn it! That was the whole punchline, and you fucking figured it out already.
He
Well,
fingered
that was
it
the
out.
easiest.
Look, dude. If
Figured
you were a
out that
horse,
hard hole.
you'd have, or if you were a pony, you'd have one trick, and it's
Yeah.
imploding everything.
It's dynamite
Also-
related.
Also, I'm your favorite fucking pony.
You fuck
Also-
ponies?
What?
I
Hmm?
didn't say your favorite pony fucker.
No, you said your favorite fucking pony.
So Slate fucks ponies?
That's what I'm saying.
This
About
is
those
getting out of hand.
orders?
You keep him on his own boat away from all the
Getting
animals.
out of hoof.
I am actually kept on a boat away from all the animals.
No, Slate.
He's
The
on
pony
the boat
fucker.
with me.
I know.
Yeah,
Good.
He's on the
you
other
guys
boat.
stay over.
We have the pets.
Good. Yeah, I know. Good. Keep them over here and keep
Don't
them
you go
over
near
there.
Mr. Jacobs.
Miss Jigham's bite peen. Bite peen.
I have an otter. What are you talking about?
It's
Do you still have your otter with you?
Yes.
You haven't talked about it ever.
yeah. I assume he's
Hang on.
dead because you didn't feed him.
Yeah,
Fucking barrel by this point.
because I know
When was
Birch
the last
gave
time
his
you fed
otter to
yours?
some chick.
I feed mine all the time. Barrels of ham, even.
Your otter.
I've taught
I don't
Kato.
own an otter.
Yeah, he never got
Hold
an
up.
otter, remember?
Hold up. Only 3 otters went out. One went to
Yeah.
Prim, one went to Birchstorm,
That's
and
right.
one went to Uncle Benjamin. Birchstorm gave his otter away. Uncle Benjamin has his otter, and Primrose has his otter.
Oh, I
her
assume his otter's dead.
Kato's learned how to barter terribly.
Where would Uncle
it
Ben
really-
keep an otter if he doesn't have a ship anymore
Where the
or
fuck
crew?
is Uncle Ben's otter?
Dead. They killed him.
That's not
Dun,
funny.
dun.
And you've chosen to leave this island instead of kill everyone on it. Otter killers.
A, you don't know that. B,
Listen, if
I
it
mean,
if it
you
ramps
probably
up to re-attack the island, then we're in. Otter killers.
I mean, we're definitely going back at some
Mhm.
point.
Yeah.
We could take all of these men.
Also, they definitely didn't rob. Well, I got the wrong bank, but it's fine. Nobody knows that.
They
Nobody
didn't
was
rob
there.
Van.
No,
The DM knew
It was
that.
a different.
I
port.
Rob knew that. The DM knew that. The mayor doesn't know that. I looked in my notes and realized that's
Yeah.
wrong.
Okay. Well,
I've done the thing that I should have done to start,
read the note.
and then instead I lied directly to the viceroy.
Yikes.
He deserved it.
No, he didn't.
I don't know. He might have. I'm assuming he's done some corrupt political shit sometime in the future and or
What the
past.
fuck? All right, Alex. Why did you want us at your house so bad?
So he's done it in the future. Huh.
Because I worked really, really hard for this. And
And
I
it's a
just thought it
lovely
would be
home.
cool. And like, I hate sleeping on a boat, guys.
Yeah, I could
And
use.
why
some-
did you sign up for one?
Why did you
Because
be
I
a
love-
sailor?
Yeah, that's true.
All of the places that we go, and it was like, sacrifice, right? Sometimes you do stuff you don't like to so that you can do stuff you do like to do.
That's why I'm sleeping on a boat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I sleep on a boat most of the time too.
Ooh. Ain't nothing more comfortable than a boat hammock, you know?
No, there might be a couple things more comfortable.
Yeah, like my bed upstairs.
Is this house like fucking empty?
No,
No,
he
fully furnished.
furnished.
No,
You
they
didn't you
furnished it.
furnish this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is furnished, and he's got staff for the week that will cook clean.
He's bougied the crew members.
Yeah. This
Trying
is
to bougie the
the
officers.
high class
Yeah,
Burton. Remember?
these ain't crew members working for you. These are local yokels.
Yeah.
So dinner, and then we can put on our smoking jackets and sit in the parlor and talk about the good old days and come up with a plan. We can strategize.
Oh, I can wear my Notharian dress. Good.
There.
Neat.
We'll have a fancy dinner party at my house. Just
I
the
dig it.
5 of us.
I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah, damn it, shorts, Bermuda shirt.
Can you like wear a
Yep.
bow tie or something?
I'm
Fucking
gonna look like
flip-flops.
fucking Merlin from Sword in the Stone coming down.
Fucking riding in on a surfboard.
Put my Crocs in sport mode.
Oh no! He's flipped him to sport mode.
I can't deal with these people.
All right,
well,
well, yeah.
are we sleeping tonight and then start planning tomorrow, or what's the move?
Probably. You should definitely sleep tonight. I highly recommend at least that particular portion.
Do meth and stay up for a week.
No.
White lightning, baby.
No.
I suppose I will have some things to do, but it really depends how long we're staying here.
How long did it take us to get from Daggertooth to this particular
7 days.
Liffey?
9
9.
days.
9. God.
Oh, good. Then let's replenish.
A whole month's worth?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the boat for a bit.
I like that you've added the cost to resupply in port.
Dude, that's been there.
Well, look at me.
Not looking.
Oh, also, I'd like to use my ability to detect portals.
How far does that go out?
I have a fucking portal in my goddamn house.
It goes.
Was it a mile or 6 miles?
Like a bird.
Would you consider this coastal terrain?
Ooh. Adam, high or low?
Hi.
Is Adam's house on the sea? Oh, it is.
Adam's
So
house is considered in coastal terrain.
then it goes out
That
6
property
miles.
value. Malibu beachfront property.
Yeah, that's a nice house.
Slate, also 244 gold and 8 silver to get 30 days worth of food put on your boat.
Here,
It's 30 days of food and water. All right, so 6 miles from Liffey on Grove Island. Do you detect any portholes?
hey,
Yes.
Why does this not want to? Oh. It's that. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's that.
I keep confusing it with the other archetype I wanted. So it's not portals, it's that. I can hear my cat snoring through my headphones.
I don't know what they're
Alright.
arguing.
Also, what did you fucking... Alex, do you know there's elementals around your house?
No, I did not.
Well, there
How
are.
far? How far?
History check, Alex.
I will do it.
You were here for multiple weeks.
We were or we are?
He has been. Remember,
Ah,
he was
yeah,
left on
yeah,
this
yeah.
island.
No, yes.
I wasn't
yes.
left at this house. I was working in a different location, but I was here for like 6 or 9 months.
Mhm.
But I didn't explore during that time. Other than going to town for drinks.
Yeah, but
Maybe
you have time
becoming
for your
smitten.
chatty Cathy.
Yeah, of course.
You got phone near you?
Wow.
Adam, you got your phone near you?
Yeah, of course.
I've sent you what you've seen, literally, on this island.
Ooh. Ooh. He's seen some shit.
Oh, that thing. I have seen that thing.
What is that thing?
I didn't realize it was a elemental. That's because I'm also retarded.
Not a
So
fan, but okay.
I describe this to Slate. And I say, yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff around here. Stuff. There's this I guess it's a creature. I guess maybe it's an elemental. And it is. Imagine looking out at a wheat field, and as the wind blows and the wheat rustles, you start to see the form of a humanoid stand up, almost of the wheat, and walk through the fields.
Holy fuck, your house is haunted.
Yeah, that's scary.
No, they stay in
It-
the fields.
It's a Doulahan.
I
You got
don't
some
think it's that hand.
Children of the Corn shit going on?
I don't know who the children
More
are in the corn.
corn.
Sorry, old kid story.
I think they're called an Alsaid.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, an Alsaid. That sounds familiar. That sounds right. I mean, I would look into it if you guys are. I didn't know they were elementals. They seem
Fucking looking
incredibly.
at it.
They look incredibly peaceful.
They it formed out of corn, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Am I just gonna go outside and like all of a sudden I got corn man behind me?
Yeah?
Yeah, but they like bless the fields for like
With
good harvest.
human blood?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
How do you
Elena's
not
people are
know
trying
it
to-
lives at your house?
Oh my god, I don't have wheat fields at my house. It's just nearby. I don't know. Let's go ask it. I'll go ask it.
Slate, why were you even looking for elementals?
I just know these things.
How far
You don't
away is
remember
it?
me doing this at
Yeah,
the
you've done it before, but I'm saying, why are you looking for them?
curiosity? I do it in new locations.
Okay, and what are you gonna do now that you know that there are creepy elementals?
Apparently, we're gonna go fucking look at it.
We can go talk to it.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
part of nature.
We're gonna
Let
go
it do
get.
its thing.
We're
It's
gonna
not
go
doing
get
anything
human
wrong.
sacrificed. I'll be right back.
Oh, please don't bother the nice elemental.
All right.
I'm not
Well,
that bothering.
let's go politely try to introduce ourselves and be courteous neighbors.
No. Maybe.
Okay, thank you. So I would like to walk into the field.
I'll follow shortly behind him. I want to see the elemental. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
On the next day, after breakfast, you walk into your large field on your plantation, unkept land.
Do I see it?
Not yet.
Hello.
I
Howdy,
said nope,
neighbor.
not yet.
Oh,
Yell it louder.
Hello.
Yeah, try to
hello.
get.
See, look, they're not here. They're not here to kill us or
Murder.
Oh yeah, because if I was gonna assassinate someone and they yelled hello, I'd totally respond.
I mean, what do you want me to yell? Hello, is there anyone out there? I heard that there are all Sades in the field. Maybe if I sing it, they'll be happy.
Yeah, just channel Uncle Ben, you know?
Oh, God.
Kill him.
I start crying as I try to channel Uncle Ben.
Oh.
I don't know what you wanted to do with this information. It felt something was around, and well, then that's there.
All right. I mean, I'm not really worried about it.
Okay. Well,
Are you?
yes.
Are you worried that we need to go, like, take it out?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'll say it is. You just said it protects a wheat field.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
heard some rumors, like, they help the harvest, and they're, like,
Good.
a part of the land. And it's not like they're running around killing farmers. Everybody's coming during harvest season because they're cutting the wheat down.
Well, I mean, sure, but normally things that give, like, boons to people's harvest don't do it for free.
Maybe they just want to. I don't know.
Well,
Should I attempt to barter with it?
you can't even find it.
I don't know.
2GM.
Maybe it's because it doesn't like our attitude.
Nature.
Maybe. I don't know jack shit about these things. My go-to would be finding out what it is.
Well, then we can ask around in town.
You have a library? Or some sort of old kooky man?
Do we have a library? Yeah, we fucking have a library.
Well, then maybe you should have figured out what the fuck this thing was beforehand.
Didn't care.
Alright, nerd.
It wasn't a part of my research.
Didn't ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, before you
You
go
like that
running
syrup?
off.
Think that syrup tastes good? That was a part of my research.
Didn't drink it.
Dude, research these balls.
Alright,
Fucking-
Got
I'm
him.
just gonna go to the patch of land that looks really nice.
Look, the fucking nature nerd.
Yeah, maybe let the druid figure it out.
Right, nature girl, you do a little seance.
Well, if you were a bit more respectful, you would see the signs.
Okay, what are the signs?
Wow.
Look around. This is an extra nice place, and you've been saying that these Alsates have been blessing the wheat. You're already lucky that they're here. I don't know why you're trying to attack them regardless.
I never said that.
Not. Nobody's trying to attack anything. We're trying to converse.
Trying to figure out what it is and
I'm
why
not
it's
even
here.
bothered by it. He's the one that needs to know. For the first time in the history of forever, I'm not the curious one.
I kneel down and I touch the ground.
Don't do that. They sleep there.
Good.
I'm just kidding. I have no fucking idea.
You're just standing behind me, woo,
Yeah, with my hands up.
with your metal hand planking. Oh man, this place is gorgeous.
Damn it, I wish I had thaumaturgy, a little gust of wind on the back of your head. So beautiful.
As you follow your druid to the patch of land on your property that is just absolutely picturesque. Wind blows up, and as the reeds of the wheat blow together, these golden showers up, and a humanoid is seen striding through, just like it's pictured, hands outstretched, feeling all the wheat through its fingers, and he just walks. He's like 25 feet from you all, and he's just in his own little world, vibing away with nature.
I turn to Slate. Are you satisfied now?
What? Because we saw it again? That's why I'm out here in the first place.
Okay. I turn to the Alsaid, and I calmly, with my hands to my side, open palms, start to walk toward it.
Slap his diddler hole.
Oh, God.
No bard holing. No bard holing.
As
Well,
it
I don't
speaks
see
to
why you're
you,
not. But
Oh,
I have a helm of comprehend language.
do you?
I do.
I speak Sylvan.
I don't know what that is. Because I don't recognize it.
Yeah, I can't tell what it says in the chat, but like I do speak Sylvan. Oh, there it is. Oh,
wait,
he
how do you
likes
get
you.
it to? How do you get it to fucking do the thing?
To translate it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I control that power.
Okay. Well, I also speak Sylvan.
God!
Oh, you do?
I do.
Neat.
Yes, that's where it is. Right, it is in there.
All right. So, Alex, you're putting on a helm of comprehend language?
Yeah.
Tree
Seems like the
savory.
only one out of this conversation is Captain Mask.
Probably the one who cares the absolute least.
Oh, God, he's
Yeah.
over there chasing cattails in the woods, like bapping at him. Bip, bip, bip.
How dare you?
Am I wrong, though?
Well, then, for the rest of this conversation, it's going to partake in Sylvan. So, for those who understood Sylvan before somebody had to put the helmet on, you heard the guy look at, so Slate and Primrose, you heard the Elcid look at Alex and be like, Tree Saver, you have returned.
So you guys see me, not knowing, kind of like, put my helmet on, right?
Yeah, while you're setting that up,
Oh.
I translate for you.
Tree saver?
I'd bet you're syrup.
From the syrup,
Oh! Okay, yeah, that
Since
was...
you, they no longer have to cut them down to get it.
Yeah, it was a way to renewably... to extend the life of the trees, and not...
Ask him in Sylvan if this is about the syrup taps. Or syrup fountains. I don't know if there's a Sylvan's word for tap.
The sap from the trees is harvested in a more gentle fashion, and it helps the nature go largely unharmed. This is a boon to all of us here.
So in return for that, you have blessed his fields?
In return for that, more of my kind are more inclined to protect this nature.
Oh. But
It's
like
not
for
for
free,
Alex, it's because of Alex. They can live
Right.
here.
So that he's done them a favor.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All the tension just drops out of my shoulders. Well, all right. Well, fair enough. That's all I needed.
Thank you.
Well,
No.
thank you.
Yeah, I say thank you to the All-Said, and I say I hope that you enjoy continuing to bless this land.
We do, as long as the balance can help, as long as the balance comes through to help nature be amongst the land, not harmed, not intertwined as far as the ways of humanoids has, we will continue to foster and grow and choose to protect this island.
I think that is manageable. Not only are we able to harvest the sap of the trees without destroying them, but we have designed for lack of a better term, a growth and life cycle plan to ensure that no tree is ever harvested or cut down without more being planted and brought into adulthood to replace it.
Yes. The cycle of nature, the interplay of wild animals and civilization. This balance, I understand, can be hard for your intelligent, sapient life, but know that one disturbed, it is quite easy for my kind to go from living in peace and wanting to defend this land to living in constant chaos and deteriorating efforts to destroy this land.
Mm.
For we surely will do all in our power to keep balance and uphold the cycle of nature. As he kind of like stands there, as the wind blows up, you see more of his gold flakes like just fall off to the land. He's still standing there, still like a figure.
I toss him the fucking syrup thing.
Dick.
Try it.
You toss it to the Alisade.
Mm-hmm. It's
Uh,
not silver or iron or anything.
you see his one hand swipe and catch it as he was still like basking in the sun, and his other arm up as he slowly like turns his head down and looks at it, and he says, "Thank you for the gift." As his hand glows bright, and the flask and his hand kind of like feather away into wheat and fall into the field and disappear. And his hand
Oh,
comes
my
back, and the
syrup.
flask is gone.
Oh,
You kind of
That's-
fell into that one.
yeah, no,
I thought he was gonna try it. Fuck.
Yeah, well, now he can.
is. He's gonna try the whole thing.
You gave a gift to the Alsate.
Mm,
Mm. I also give a gift.
no
to you.
better.
Do you feel better? You calm down now.
Yeah, I'm fine now.
That's good. Can yeah, no, I'm dying over here. I really wanted to tell him about my entire life cycle plan of these trees.
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he does.
He'll
either.
just sense it if it works and sense it if it doesn't.
No, it's a long-standing plan. We've got acres plotted out, and it takes 5 years to mature the trees, and then we grow them and we harvest them for 20
Here
years.
you are telling us anyway.
I just
Yeah.
nod as
Classic.
we start walking back.
Yeah, and then and I go into like the details of the
Oh,
wood
come on, buddy.
itself,
Talk about it in the house.
and how if it's dried properly, it's lighter than most other woods, but
In the house.
it's less porous, so that
God
you can...
damn it.
We're walking to the house. I was just telling him how it's easier to make ships out of the wood because it floats better and it takes less effort to waterproof it and to maintain it. Yeah, I'm just like super excited about this.
If there's ever a lull where he takes a breath, I'm like,
not a single. Nope.
oh god.
Nope. Until we get to the front door and like I need to pull the key out, that's the lull.
Okay, well, once we're there, I say, well, considering he said that the balance has been key here, I'm guessing that they haven't felt too much of Elena's pulling on black threads here because they seem quite comfortable in your fields. So that's good.
What you're saying is we give up the pirating stuff and we just become farmers?
Nope, never said that.
Okay.
No, I really love sailing, and I don't think I want to give that up just yet.
I just like blowing shit up. And I would feel really bad blowing shit up something over here,
Yeah, let's enjoy the peace of the area.
And so we shall. Now about this plan, right? So we go by 5 acre
Fucking
plots.
Christ. Fast forward.
There's an irrigation plan. We're gonna get rid of the monocrop farming. Start pollinators in the ecosystem.
Hey, by the way, if you want something to work on, can you
Work on these
undo
nuts?
whatever you did on my coffee cup? Because it's
Why?
telling me to slay and Yas Queen. I can't be grumpy and just drink it in the quiet in the mornings anymore, and I don't want it. Can you turn it off?
Yeah, hand it to me.
I give him my cup.
I open the front door and I drop kick it into the house.
Aw.
All right, removed.
It's Minging, it's fucking Minging.
Well, at least you stopped talking about your 5-year plan.
Yeah, well, you know what? Now I gotta fucking go in here and delete all this shit. This is all tracked too.
I go get my cup.
Oh no, I race as soon as I see her going for the cup. I think of something else stupid to do, and I go and I race her to the cup, trying to wrestle it out of her hands.
Oh my god. Children.
One of your hired servants is like, so we can get you another cup.
No, I want this one specifically. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. It produces coffee. It's my sister's cup.
It's very chatty.
It's very.
When you
the
say
chatty.
sister, you see like the people in the hallway kind of like look to her as being an elf, look to you as being a human. Just like, what?
It's an adoptive thing. Maybe, like
While he's distracted by them, I grab it and I run up the stairs.
I cast grease on the stairs.
No, die.
Sibling pranks, expending spell slots for absolutely stupid bullshit.
And then she comes.
Mom, you cast grease on the stairs.
Yeah.
Running down the stairs.
Primrose, dex saving throw.
Ah. I go slamming down, you bastard.
I scoop the cup up.
Part of the railing of the staircase breaks apart.
Nice.
Am I bleeding?
Oh, higher or low?
Barely.
God damn. Low. Nope.
Yes.
I'm bleeding. Good.
All right, fine. As I scoop the cup up, I slap her on the head. Just a good old bap.
Physical abuse. Look at
You're
you.
not helping.
With a cure wounds. I bap her with the healing spell, and then I use my magical tinkering for this specific portion of it. The object continuously emits your choice of an odor or a non-verbal sound.
You got a fart cup.
It's gonna be farts.
I used Thorn Whip to trip him.
God damn it!
Classic.
Fuck, it
What's
was
this
gonna
damage?
be farts.
Classic.
Dex save?
Yeah. And if you're not wearing your armor.
Uh,
That's my dex save. Thorn Whip? Come on.
yeah, I think you're fine.
But do I still take half damage?
Nope.
That's not even a save. It's against your AC.
All right, you have to make a spell attack and beat a 17.
Uh,
Oh, you've been walking around in your armor?
Doesn't fucking matter.
It's just, I didn't fucking... Yeah, I'm taking, what, how much damage?
She almost critted.
Can't be messing with people's coffee, man.
Well, how much damage did you do? And also, does this mean I dropped the cup?
19 dex save. You keep holding the cup.
It's a fart cup, and I throw it back at her.
My mug.
Hey, maybe if you were thankful for the motivation, I'd give you something nice, like some birds chirping or some roses. But you're going to have to deal with that for, like, at least a day.
And you're gonna have to deal with a very grumpy sister.
What's new?
Oh, you're gonna find out.
Maybe you find out.
Are those ants in your underpants?
Spit
Fucking
Also,
summoning a horde of raccoons into my bedroom in the middle of the night. Fucking possums.
Also, elementals aren't the only thing on this island, or at least close.
What else?
There's Fae.
Oh.
Okay, well that you should have said before.
Yeah, that's a little more concerning.
Yeah.
It should be more concerning that I am gonna go talk to them.
Can we come with?
I
Sure.
don't know. You're on your own with Faye. I don't mess with Faye.
Okay.
I mean, I'll come with for moral support, also because my sister smells like shit.
Well, maybe if you haven't given her a fucking fart cup.
I mean, it can be undone just as easily as the words of motivation were undone.
And yet you haven't.
Yeah, and yet you made me fall down the stairs.
With the thorn
That was
whip.
pretty good, though.
I only did the thorn whip after you dropped me down a bunch of stairs. And then smacked me in the head.
I healed you when I smacked you in the head. It's called tough love.
Ugh.
Also, I've never felt happier about burning spell slots.
Well,
That was fun.
stuff to do.
Mm-hmm. You apparently want to talk to the Fae, and we still have to go to the other port to give our guys a proper payment. And then we have to go get a world hopper.
Yeah. Yeah. Is the button still on?
Yeah, we're still on. Do you want me to turn this off?
Oh no,
Wait.
I was gonna talk to Justin and VC, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, you've got a cup that does this.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Ugh, I'm not gonna have my coffee for however long this is going.
Like, we're literally staying in a house. You can have coffee. There are people here to make
But
you.
it's not my coffee.
Oh my god.
You messed with
Much
my
like your
lucky
crew,
mug.
Primrose got used to a certain way of living.
Wow.
God damn
She
it.
done
Brett.
been bougie.
Came to this crew with this mug.
See, and we've brought it all back to bullshit sibling rivalry in one evening.
As it should
We
be.
all, this is you.
Classic.
Yeah, it's it's a group effort. I'm a part of the team.
Fart cup. Well,
Message Scout Trooper V if you have any
You did
questions.
say fart cup.
Or
Andrew
you
said
know,
fart cup.
VC said fart cup.
if you want to post some memes in Discord, that's cool too.
That's
See you
good,
guys
too
next
good
week.
to not do.